Hi all, welcome to Trick Woofs. We have got our box, How to Teach Your Dog to Ring a Bell. This is the first box and I'm going to show you how to use it. So you should have received your box like this through the door and we're just going to have a look and see what we've got inside. So in box number 1 you've got your instructions and that should come with some tickable charts to help you through. And we've also got wrapped up a ball, a clicker, badges straight on that ball, got some treats, your bell, and a little paw soother because this is all about your dog using your paw. Hopefully you won't use it so much that you need to soothe their paw from it, but this is a nice little touch, especially in the winter when their paws can get a bit cracked. You've also got some tissue paper in the box here. So don't throw the box away. This can actually be really nice to hide some treats in and let your dog snuffle through and get the treats. If you find they're eating the paper, you can take the paper out and just let your dog search through the box. It's quite a nice way to have a break in between training. That's just going to really calm your dog down and give them time to process what you've taught them. Make sure you take regular breaks, make sure your dog has access to fresh water and they've just been out for a toilet walk so that you know they're not holding anything in. Let's get started. So by now you might have clicker trained your dog. We've got the clicker training section on page 1. You might have chosen not to clicker train your dog. You might find they're a bit sound sensitive. I actually prefer not to use a clicker with Badger because 1, it tends to get him over aroused around the food, and I also see him flinch when I click, so the sound is a bit too much for him. But it's completely up to you. I prefer to use my voice to mark what I like from him, and I use the word YES. So we've got our instructions here, and we've got our bell. So it's really important, and I just made that mistake, that you don't have the bell down unless you're paying attention, because you don't want to miss anything basically. So we've got show the dog the treat and place it under your bell. If they move to paw towards the bell, then to get the treat, click and reward by lifting up the bell. So to show you that, I've got my treat, making sure the dog can see it. I'm going to place the treat on the floor and I'm going to pop the bell over the top. So I'm just going to show Badger as well again by lifting up the bell. He's looking a little bit nervous about approaching. He's quite a polite dog. And I have that in my troubleshooting. So I'm going to reward any movement towards that bell by lifting up the bell. So actually, he's just looking at it and I'm going to reward that. Good. So even if it's that small, take it and you can build up from there. Show him the treat, under the bell, and there's the nose on the bell, so I'm going to reward that by lifting up the bell. So we already made a nice big step there from looking at it to putting the nose on. So treat down, under the bell. Ah, yes, got a paw. Good. So rewarding that, we've got the lovely paw there. Now I'm going to move back a step and reward the nose again. Yes! Because he stopped doing the paw, he nose touched it a couple of times. I didn't want him to lose confidence, so I'm going to reward that to build that confidence up again. Yes! So I held out a bit there and I got the paw, which is what I wanted. Got the paw again. Yes. Perfect. So we're now getting that consistently. I want to make sure I'm getting consistently. Can't speak. Make sure I'm getting that perfectly. About 5 times, maybe more, depends on your dog. We've got five little tick boxes here, but you might find you want to do more or less. So on to the next section. Now I've got the treat under the bell, but I'm going to reward with the hand that's but I'm going to reward with my hand, not reward by lifting up the bell. So we've got that paw consistently going towards, so I'm just going to place the treat there so he sees it, yes, and reward from another hand. Yes. Yes. We're getting that pretty consistently now again. So I'm going to move on to the next step. No treat under the bell, and then I'm just going to reward from this hand. Yes. Yes. Getting that really nicely now, so I'm ready to move on. So don't forget, in between sessions, it's good to give your dog a break and to get them to do something completely different. So you've got your box, just going to scatter a couple of treats in there so he can snuffle and search for them. Really nice way just to give him a break, because he's not very good at taking his own breaks. You might find you walk off, your dog completely settles, Badger's waiting for the next treat and want to give his brain time out. So giving an alternative thing to do can be a really good time, good for him to just switch off, process what he's learned, and he'll come back fresh. The next stage is I'm just going to click or say yes and reward when he touches the bell. Yes. Yes. So he's moving through the steps really quickly. You might find your dog's picking up a little bit slower or even faster. Move at their own pace, don't get frustrated. If you feel like you are getting a bit frustrated, just take a little break. Next one, I'm going to hold off till I get that really nice bell ring. So he only gets the reward when he hits that exact ding. Yes. So I was waiting for that one that was a little bit louder there. Yes. Just moving so you can see. Perfect. So my criteria there is I want to hear that perfect ring. Yes. Nice. So now I can name it and I can give it a cue, so you can put on cues. So anything you want to say, ring bell, ring for a treat, whatever cute little thing you want to say as your cue for this. So bell. Bell. Yes. And if you keep repeating that, then you've got your cue. Your dog's going to work out that the cue means they go off and ring the bell. Next, you can start to add distance to your bell. So you're sending the dog away. This can be really useful for other things. It's all written down in your instruction book. Nice to send the dog away from a door, to send the dog away from you, and do a nice little ding. So basically, you're just going to take yourself further away each time. I've been sitting down teaching this, so all I'm going to do is change things up by standing up, because that might throw everything off cue, because dogs are quite contextual learners. Yes. Now I'm going to start creating distance little by little. Yes. And if you feel like the dog completely says, wow, I don't know what I'm doing anymore, just move back a step or even build things up from the beginning again. They'll get there much faster this time. Hope you enjoyed. Any questions, please leave them below. Can't wait to see your tricks. Have fun with it.